Welcome back to the Walnut.
So this one, how many rectangles are there in the figure? So this figure, there is a peculiarity. When you compare that with the previous question, this case, how many rows? You have 2 rows. And how many columns? You have 3. So 2 into 3. So it's rectangles, but 2 rows and 3 columns. And how about this question here? We have 3 rows and 3 columns. Does it make any difference? Can we apply the same method? Of course, you can apply the same method, definitely. So let's try the same method. Same method means if I take it as, 1, 2, 3. If I take it as 1, 2, 3, so that is 1 piece. So 3 small rectangles, we take it as 1 single piece. So 1, 2, and 3. So n into n plus 1, if you apply that method, so n into n plus 1 by 2, you get 6 here. And another piece, if you take it this way, you get another 6 here. And if you take it this way, you get another 6 here. Perfectly all right. But that's not the end of the story. Now we have to combine them as well. How do we combine them? This is what. So these two sets together, take it this way. So 1, this 2 together, we take it as a rectangle. So 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles, 3 rectangle. Same method we apply, n into n plus 1 by 2, you get these two combined, you get 6. Now we have to combine these two combined. So when we combine these two, again we get another 6. Now that's not the end of the story. Now we have to combine all this together. That means all these pieces together this way. And take it as 1 rectangle, 2 rectangles, 3 rectangles. So that means still we do the same, n into n plus 1 by 2. So we get 6 more. So when you combine all this together, we get 6 more. So altogether, how many we have? 6, 6, 6. So 6 into 6, 36. That's the answer. Well, this is not a bad idea going this way. But you know what? If the number of rows and number of columns are equal, for this figure, number of rows and number of columns are equal. So we have a better method for this. In this case, how many rows and how many columns? 3, right? So you have to start from 3. So 3 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 cube. So what is 3 cube? 27. 2 cube, 8. 1 cube, 1. So 27 plus 8 plus 1. So 27 plus 9. 27 plus 9, 36. That's the answer. Simple. Well, this method is applicable only when we have equal number of rows and columns for the rectangle. And equal number of rows and columns for the square, all of them are squares, then we apply the method what? 4 square plus 3 square plus 2 square plus 1 square, etc. So that's a square. In this case, it's a cube. Got it? Okay, let's go for the next. How many circles here in this figure? Let's take a look at that. Well, this case, it's not that tricky. Only thing, you have to have concentration when you count it. Otherwise, you may have a confusion whether I have counted this circle or not. So what is the best method? This one. Counted 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So all the outer circles are counted. So we have 11, right? Then we have this one here. 12 and 13 and 14. Is there any more? This one, 15. So how many circles? Total 15 circles. That would be the answer for this question. 15 circles are there. So that's, there is nothing confusing over there. All the circles we have marked, outer circles we have marked, inner circles we have counted. That's it. No single circle we haven't touched. Okay, fine. Let's go for the next one. This is what? And this question, what we are looking for, how many triangles and squares are there in the figure? So we need to count the triangles and the squares as well. So take a look at it. And what I suggest is pause this video and count the number of triangles and the squares. Once you finish counting, you can restart it, replay the video. So here, I'll just go for the squares first. The squares, we have a square right here, 1, and we have 2, and we have 3, and in between we have 1 over here and another one here. So, well, how many squares are there? 5 squares. Look at the answer choice. All the answer choices, we have 5 squares. So actually, if you look at the answer choices, you don't need to count the number of squares, because you know what? All the answer choices, we have 5. So that 5 would be the number of squares here. Now next, what we are looking for, number of triangles. So how many triangles are here? So let me mark these areas. That's convenient for us to explain. Well, when you count it, that's a different thing. But when I explain it, I need to say which area I'm going to count. When you do it, that you can do it in a different way. That's fine. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. The question, how many triangles? So if you look at this number of triangles, there are 12 small triangles. So T1, that means one triangle at a time. T1, we have 12 of them. And if you take two of them together, how many triangles we have? So 1 and 2 together is a triangle, 3 and 4 together is a triangle. At the same time, 1 and 4 together and 2 and 3 together. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 2 triangles. Then 2 and 3, 1 and 4, another 2 triangles. So 4 triangles in the square itself. Another 4 triangles, similar way, another 4 here. And another 4 here as well. So total 12. So 2 pieces at a time, we have 12 triangles. So already we have 24, right? So all the answer choices, it's above 24. So we'll have more triangles. Well, if it is 3 triangles at a time, if you take 3 triangles, so let's say 2, 3, and 4, that's not a triangle. 2, 3, 4 together, it's not a triangle. 2, 3, 5 together, it's not a triangle. So 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay, so if you take 2, 3, 5, and 6, that's a triangle. So, well, it's not 3 pieces together rather than 4 pieces together. So 4 pieces together, we have a triangle like this. And another 4 pieces, 6, 7, 9, 10, we have another triangle. So we have 2 triangles. Now that's not the end of the story. Then we have 4, 3, 5, 8. We have the other way. And we have the other way as well. So we have 2 more triangles. So ultimately, 12 plus 12, 24, 24 plus 4, 28. So total number of triangles, we have 28. So 28 triangles and 5 squares. That would be the answer here. Let's go for the next one. So how many parallelograms we have here? So there are 2 ways of looking at that question. Either you can look at this question, let's say you mark it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 pieces are there. And you can go for counting like 1 parallelogram at a time, we have 8. 2 parallelograms at a time, you can go for counting. That's a time consuming way. And if we go for the shortcut method, what's the method? If it is, let's say number of rows and number of columns are same, then we can go for cube, right? So 4 rows and 4 columns, and we can say it's 4 cube plus 3 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 cube. For this case, you know what? Number of rows, it's 2. Number of columns, it's 4. So that's not equal. So that is the case, then we have to go this way. How many pieces? 4 pieces. 4, you have to take it as n into n plus 1 by 2. So n into n plus 1 by 2, it's 10. And here we have another set of 4 pieces. So again, take n into n plus 1 by 2, another 10. And you have to take, you know what, all this together. All this together, if you take it as what? This way. Don't look at the green line, just look at the blue line. Just look at the blue line. And if you cannot really see the blue line, I may go for a different color. So this case, we are taking this one. So we take it as one single piece. At the same time, that single piece, it is divided into 4. This. So look at that purple color. That's the only color we are looking at this point of time. So how many pieces? 4 pieces. So n into n plus 1. So ultimately, what you get is 10. So altogether, 10 plus 10, 20, 20 plus 10, 30. So the answer is what? 30. Done. And if you go for counting, the time consuming way of doing it, you get the same answer as well. So you can check it that way as well, just as a practice. How many triangles are here? We have counted the number of squares. Now the question is, how many triangles are there? So check it out, how many triangles are there? If you go for counting, so let me mark it as 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So 20 pieces are there. But you know what? Some of the pieces, it's not a triangle. Some of the pieces, it's not a square. Some of the pieces, it is some kind of like, polygons. Some kind of polygons, quadrilateral or some kind of polygons. Most of them these are quadrilaterals, 4-sided figures. But it is not rectangle, it is not square, some other shape. For example, this one. See that? It is not a square, it's not the rectangle. It is not a parallelogram, so shape is different. Okay, anyway, there are different names for those shapes. We are not really getting into that area. That's a part of the geometry. So here, how do we count it? How many triangles we have? First of all, one triangle at a time. So one triangle at a time. That means if you take any one piece, is it a triangle? This one. It's marked as 1, so that's a triangle. 4 is a triangle. 17 is a triangle. 20 is a triangle. Is there any other triangles? So 4 of them. Plus, we have the middle. You see that? 6, 7, 8, 9, 15, 14, 13 and 12. These are all triangles, so 8 of them. So total we have 12 triangles. Next, well, single piece if you take, we don't have a triangle. But if you combine it, say two pieces together. 2 pieces together, how many triangles we have? Well, we combine any of the 2 pieces. Which of those 2 pieces gives you a triangle? 6 and 12 is a triangle. 13 and 14 is a triangle. 15 and 9 is a triangle. 7 and 8. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 9, 7 and 8. So 4 triangles are there. Anything else? That means 2 pieces together. Do we have any other triangle possible here? 2 pieces. Any 2 pieces together. You see this 18 and 13. It is just 2 pieces together. That's a triangle. Same way 14 and 19. It's a triangle as well. And the opposite side we have here. See that? 2 and 7. That's a triangle. And 3 and 8. That's a triangle. And 14 and 19, as I have mentioned, that's a triangle as well. So 4 triangles. So how many pieces? Again, 2 pieces together. So ultimately, 2 pieces together, we have 4 more triangles. Okay? Now anything else? Any other possibility? Now 2 pieces, that's done. Now 3 pieces together. Is there a triangle? 3 pieces together? Let's check it out. 3 pieces together, is it a possibility? Definitely there are possibilities. So let's check it out this way. This is what it is here. 11, 12 and 17, or like 17, 11 and 12. This is a triangle. 1. And this is another triangle we have here. 1, 5, 6. And this is the third triangle. And this is another triangle. So 3 pieces together. So 3 pieces together, we take it as T3. T3 is what? T3 is what? 4 of them. T3 means 3 pieces together. How many triangles? 4 triangles. So far, how many we have? 12. And here we have 8. Here we have 4. So 24. And how many more? Is it possible? Any other triangle possible? Think about it. There are. I'm pretty sure there are triangles hiding here. But it is, it is bit time consuming. It's time consuming. So look at it. Is there any other possibility here? Now we have reached up to T3. That means 3 pieces together. How about like 4 pieces together? Is there any 4 pieces together? Is it a triangle? Come on guys, look at this. There's 4 pieces together, it's a triangle. That means 2, 3, 7, 8. It's a triangle. And 13, 14, 18, 19, that's a triangle as well. Okay, so 4 pieces together, we have 2 of them. Any other 4 pieces together? Any other possibility we have 4 pieces together? So 4 pieces together, we have so far how many triangles? 2 triangles. So what I do right now, let me take away all these lines, otherwise it would be confusing for you. So up to 4 pieces we have reached. So any more possibility of 4 pieces together? That means any other possibility of 4 pieces together, do we have a triangle? This possibility 5, 6, 11, 12, those 4 pieces together, it's not a triangle but it's a pentagon. So that doesn't work for us. Any other 4 pieces? So how many do we reach so far? 24, 24 plus here it is 8. 24 plus 8, it is 32. So is it more than that? Of course, we have more here. So if you look at this part together, it's a triangle, right? Half of it's a triangle. At the same time, the other half is a triangle. So 2 of them, then this half is a triangle, this half is a triangle as well. So that 32 plus 4, 36. Do we have more? Definitely. I'm pretty sure we have missed something in between. So you know what? It is not a practical way of dealing with this kind of questions. So what do we do if we get a question like this? This is what the method, I'll show you the method. 1, 2, 3, 4 and this one 6, right? So 6 plus 4, 10. So total 20 pieces. So here it's 4, here it's 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. So that means other half must be 10, 20 pieces. If we have 20 pieces, whatever the shape of the piece, no need to worry about it. It could be squares, it could be triangles, it could be like any other figure, no issue. So total number of pieces 20. How many diagonals do you have? 2 diagonals. So 20 into 2, the answer would be 40. So number of triangles in this figure will be 40. Actually, this question is asking us to find the number of squares. We have already found the answer for number of squares, that is 16. This one is an additional question. That's the reason we don't have the answer choice here. No need to worry. This would be the answer, 40.
Well, if you need to have additional questions for practice, take a look at our website walnuttraining.org.